Hi, I'm Hoe Xuan Wei, and for the Android development course, I have chosen to make an application, a cinema application, which will help to book seats based on the movie you have chosen. So, I'm gonna explain the flow of the application itself based on these three guidelines. So the first thing is I'm going to explain on the navigation of the application itself. So the first thing is you go here and you choose a movie from either one of the uh, blocks. So you click on it, and then if you want to book the movie, you click on this icon, and then you choose a date, and you choose the time, and then you click on the seats that you like to book, and if you finish choosing the seats, just click on the OK button, and it will show you the total amount of the ticket price. And then if you click on yes, and your seats will be booked. And then the second thing is I'm going to explain the feature of the application. So the first thing you see here in the home fragment, you will see that there's a slider. The slider of in this application is to show the announcement of the cinema, and the announcement itself is retrieved from the Firebase, so it can update dynamically. And same thing goes to the movie. All the available movie will be shown in the recycler view, horizontal recycle view, and then and all the details are stored inside it. And if you click on it, you will see the details of the movie itself. So here's the price, the genre, and also the description. And if the details is longer than expected, it will scroll down, and also the banner itself will collapse. And for the booking, when you click on it, there will be a date picker dialog over here displayed on the screen, where only the available dates for the movie is selectable. So all the movie details is stored in the Firebase, the real-time database in the Firebase. So the same things go to the date itself and also the seats. And if you click on OK, so you can see here the time is also retrieved from the database. So as you can see here, there's a red seat. Red seat means that it's booked, so you cannot click on it, you cannot change it, and it is also retrieved from the database. If you change it, it will update itself automatically. So yeah, so here's the example and the proof of the seats that's been updated dynamically. And if you choose a seat, click on the correct, and also you can deselect the seat, of course. And if you choose seat, so if you click on yes, it will update the book seat onto the Firebase database. So yeah, so click on yes, and that's it. That's the features of the application. And for the third part, I'm going to explain the source code that implements such features. So for the announcement slider, it is written over is mainly written in the slider adapter. So over here, the view holder will be the one who is responsible in updating the details of the announcement, such as the image and the title, and also the text size and more. And if we go back to the home fragment, the slider view is declared here, where the announcement data is retrieved from the database, which is over here. Then the retrieved data will be used in setting the counts of the adapter so that it knows how many announcement it needs to display on the slider. And then when you go back to the slider itself, slider adapter itself, you will also connect to the database once again to get the titles of the titles and also the image of the announcement. Then over here, you start the slider view so that it will automatically slide itself, and also set the details, the values of the slider. And inside, the horizontal recycler view is done in the view pager adapter. So it's the same thing, where the data is retrieved from the database. So when you go to home fragment, you retrieve it from here. So for this one, there's two part, right? So there's one is today's showing and coming soon. So this one is for the showing one. And so you retrieve the images and you add it into a model, which is an object for the movie. So this is the model. It contains all the necessary details that we need later on, and then we store it in the models. And then after restoring it in the model, we will use the model and put it into the view pager adapter. And finally, we will set the adapter to the view pager on the layout, the XML file, and it will update itself to contains all the movie. So this is the same thing, but only it's for the coming soon. Then when you click inside the movie, it will show the details, which will be the detail activity. So what I've done here is the view pager adapter will pass all the necessary details of the movie to the detail activity, so that when it comes to here, when it comes to the details of the movie, it can display the details with the values passed from the view pager adapter. So the view pager adapter will recognize which movie is click and then pass the correct movie details respectively, so that it will display the correct movie details. And this is the collapsing layout, collapsing toolbar layout. So this one is shown in the content detail. So it's shown in the activity detail. So you can see that the app bar layout and also the details. Okay, and when you click on the book, it will goes to the booking activity. So in here, the default visibility for the seats will be hidden unless you choose a date. So you need to choose a date first. So for the date dialog, I have restricted the okay, so for the date picker dialog, I've restricted the selectable dates by using the material date picker instead of the default date picker that's provided in the Android Studio. So I've included new dependencies in the project structure. So over here, what I have did is I retrieved the data from the database. So I retrieved the date of the movie that's showing from the database, and then I store it inside a calendar array, which is shown over here, a calendar list. Okay, and then after I have added all the dates that's contained in the database for the movie, and then I'll put it into a function for the date picker dialog, which is set selectable dates, and it will automatically restrict the selectable dates of the date picker dialog. So okay, after for this one, you click on the date, and after you click on the date, it will populate the spinner over here to show the available time for the movie on the specific date. So it's done over here. So I retrieve the available time from the database also, and then I put it into the spinner. And when you choose the time, it will update the seat automatically to show the available seats and book seat. So this is done inside the select on item selected listener, which is when there's an item that's selected for the spinner, it will retrieve the book seat. It will retrieve the seat from the database. So to show you an example, you can see it over here. This is the database, and if you click inside the date, so here is all the where all the data is retrieved. So if you click inside the seat, you'll see the row and also the boolean value of the seat for every row. So there's 13 seats for every row. So here's the seats, and it will retrieve this list, and then it will put it here. It will put it inside a list itself. So it is put inside here. Okay, so put it inside the seat, which is over here, and then we'll populate. We will update the seats programmatically, so that the book seat will be shown in red to prevent the user from booking it. So after that, after you choose your seat, so for the seat where it changed color is done on seat on click. So it will recognize which button is clicked, and it will decide whether if the seat is green, and then it will change the color. And then so after you choose your seat and you click on the OK, so here's a alert dialog that needs your confirmation before paying. So when you click on yes, it will show that you have booked successfully, and the seat is updated in the floating action button on click. So it's over here. So if the seat is not chosen, it will show error, and if you have choose your seat, it will once again connect to the database and update the seat, which is this. And that's all for my video for the assignment application, my cinema application. And then you can get the GitHub over at this link, just in case. So that's it, and thank you.